Hey guys, today we're going to teach you about hand tool familiarization. Alright, so for starters, these two are screwdrivers. So right here I got a Phillips screwdriver, which is also known as a reed. It's one of the more common screwdrivers used out here. And right here I got a flathead screwdriver, which has two sides, like 1 and 2. They're meant for putting in screws and loosening up screws, and they're used like this. So that was a screwdriver.
So this is a ball peen hammer. It's called a ball peen hammer because this point right here is used in metalworking to make more concave surfaces, and also the reason this is used in automotive work is to hit more specific and harder to reach surfaces. This is a dead blow hammer. As you can hear, there's a small beads inside the hammer around this area right here in the middle. They're in there because of having no feedback. So if I go like this and hit it, it wouldn't bounce back and hit me. This is a rubber mallet. It's a rubber mallet. The rubber mallet is used to hit more softer and fragile surfaces so you don't break them. But because it's rubber, it's gonna have a bounce back and it's gonna go upwards.
Hey, so this is the files that we use in the shop. So files are meant for shaving and contouring metal. So and as you can see, there are a bunch of lines in the middle. So it's basically meant for shaving metal and makes it smoother. So this is a fine file. It'll be finishing up metal pieces. This is a rounded file. So this is more of a specialty file and is meant for rounding pieces of metal that you want to make round or concave. And this is a circle file. It's all together as a circle for if you want to go into something and go around like that.
These two wrenches right here, these two wrenches are going to be the most common wrenches that a regular person or a person in an automotive shop would have. The one on my left is in Imperial and the one on my right is in metric. I can tell the difference because the number 15 on this one stands for 15 millimeters, and the 5/8 on this one right here, it stands for 5/8 of an inch. This right here is a monkey wrench, or known as a plumber's wrench. This can also be adjusted to many different sizes, but it's not as common in the automotive shop. And this here is called a crescent wrench or adjustable wrench. You can adjust to many different sizes, and as you can see, it has both measurements in metric and imperial, and this can also adjust to many different sizes. These right here are all the types of pliers. This one here is a combination plier. You can cut through any wires or wherever you want to cut. You can also grab onto objects, and it can grab onto circular objects as well right here. These are the cutting pliers, and you can cut through objects with these, hence its name, cutting pliers. And you can also grip onto objects if you want to like loosen them or tighten them from this part right here. These two right here are needle nose pliers, simply because the long nose, the long point that they have. This one is a special needle nose plier because this one's used to get into harder to reach areas. And this one lastly is called a slip joint, simply because once you open it, you can change the place, like how big you want the plier to be.
This is a hacksaw. It's meant for cutting metal and other metal objects. So I'm going to show you guys the saw blade, and as you can see, the triangles are facing this way, which means when you cut, it's going to be the backwards position. So you cut in the backwards position and go back forward to get into the cutting. So cut, back forward, cut, back forward. And it's usually held by this grip right here, and if you want, you can also hold it right here to cut. So that was the hacksaw. Alright, so these are the measurements we use in the tool. For starters, this is the measuring tape. It has imperial on one side, which is inches, and centimeters on this side. It goes up to pretty long. and it can be stopped at certain spaces like this. It stops. So this is a ruler with a 90 on it. So a 90 would be 90 degrees from here to here. It's meant for making squares and other points. Like if I want to make something with a 90, it just trace along here and here. And it also has imperial measurements on this. So this is just a regular ruler we use in the shop. It's for measuring just regular items and such. And this is what I call a mini 90. So it's basically just a 90 with no measurements on it. It's for making a regular 90 degrees turn or a left or right turn for drawings. And those are our measurements in the shop.
So these right here are the different types of sockets. This one is a shallow socket because of its name. It's very short and shallow. This one is called a long socket because it is longer than the short socket, as you can see. These are all also short and long sockets, but the difference with these ones is the color first of all, and also they're made out of different materials. So if I were to use a, let's say, a regular socket on this type of air gun, it wouldn't work. Like, you know, there's a very good chance that a piece of this will go flying off and hit people in the shop, and that's not good. So these black colored sockets are only meant to be used on air guns, whether it be either light duty or heavy duty. This right here is a socket wrench. The way to put on the socket onto the actual wrench is you press this button right here, and on other wrenches it might not be red, but you press the button and it simply clicks in, and this arrow indicates the way the wrench is not going to move. So as you can see, the arrow it's on the left side. If you try to go to the left, there's no clicking sound. If you try to go to the right, you hear a click. Same thing on the other side. I go to the right, no click. Go to the left, there's a click. And these two right here, these are air guns. This one is meant for light duty work, and this one is meant for heavy duty work.
Alright, so these are torque wrenches. We use them in the shop. These are used on sockets, and they're for torquing things to different weights. So this is in pound meter, like pounds and meters, right? So it can be foot pounds and then newtons. So the more I torque, the higher this dial would go to show. This is a bigger size. This is meant for more heavy duty torquing. So this is for torquing bigger things, and it's meant for foot pounds. As you can see on this right here, I can change it to different foot pounds I want to go to. So when I'm on the foot pound I want to, it clicks. And these were torque wrenches. Alright, so that was our hand tool familiarization guide. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed.